Hey guys, this is Amber Rain Davis from NotableInk.com, and I'm thrilled to be back for the Hedgehog Hollow with another peacock card. This stamp is from their September 2019 box, which is chock full of peacock and feather stamps, so be sure to check that out. I'll have a link down below. Before we get started, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that, and we'll get started. We're going to be doing Distress Oxide blending and some partial fussy cutting today. So I have the Stamp Market blending brushes here. These are all the large size. I found that I get better results with the large brushes, and what I really liked about the Stamp Market brushes is that you can buy them open stock and get just the single size. So I bought 6 of those and then labeled them with the appropriate color washi tape so that I would know which one to use for which. So I have Blueprint Sketch Distress Oxide here, and I started with a piece of paper under it, but really found that I prefer to blend on my silicone mat. This is an Altenew silicone mat here. And because I like to, I can pick up the extra ink that's on the sides easier and add that to my project. So I feel like I waste less ink, and I don't know, I just feel like I get a better result. So that's what we're doing. And so I have Blueprint Sketch at the bottom, I have Wilted Violet in the center, and then this is Abandoned Coral up at the top. When you ink blend the Wilted Violet and the Abandoned Coral together, you get that beautiful flamingo pink there. I just think it's stunning. And I giggled to myself after I was done with this card that I didn't use any peacock feathers Distress Oxide, which I thought was funny, but I guess I was really feeling a sunset vibe, and I decided to turn that sunset upside down before I stamped. So I have one of the peacock stamps here, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp that in Obsidian Black. It's a great pigment ink. It's the Altenew one, and I just love it. So I'll go ahead and stamp that down. It stamps really well. There was just one tiny little area in the center that I re-stamped because I didn't put enough pressure on it, but I got a great impression the first time. I'm going to take this to my trimmer. I decided that I wanted the peacock's head a little closer to the top of the card. And then what I'm going to do is trim just up into the stamp. So I'm kind of eyeballing where I want to fussy cut the tail. I wanted the bottom edge of the tail to hang over some black cardstock. So I'm just trimming right up to the stamp, and then I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut around the bottom of the stamp. I was a little bit sad because I'm losing so much of the Blueprint Sketch, which I think is the prettiest color on the card, but once we get it on the black, we can see that it really highlights the tail quite nicely. So I am intentionally leaving a couple millimeters of the cardstock around the stamped edge so that I can set that stamped edge apart from the black cardstock that this is going to sit on top of. So I'm still practicing my fussy cutting, and I know that you're supposed to move the cardstock and not the scissors, but I can't seem to stop myself. But I will say my fussy cutting has gotten better over time. So if you struggle with fussy cutting, definitely keep practicing. Make sure that you have a really good pair of sharp detail scissors, and try to move your cardstock instead of your scissors. You generally will get a smoother cut that way. So we're finishing up with the fussy cutting here, and that was in real time just so that you could see. It didn't really take too long. So I'm just going to tidy up that edge there. And once I place it on the card, I felt like it needed a bit of a border at the top and the bottom. So instead of just being the black, what I'm going to do is bring in a strip of gold washi tape. That's an Altenew washi tape, and I'll have all of those supplies linked below so that you guys can check those out if you're interested. And I'm going to put another one at the bottom to line that, and then I'm going to add one of the stamps from the September box that says Live Your Dreams, and I stamped that in Enchanted Gold Pigment Ink. The last thing I did was add Nuvo crystal drops in Ebony, and that's it. That's the whole card. This card was super easy to make, but I think it has such a striking result with the high contrast between the vibrant colors and the black cardstock. So I really hope that you enjoyed this project and will give it a try. I will be back next week with more inspiration from the September box, so look for some more feather inspiration coming your way, as well as videos for other techniques as well. And coming soon, I'll have another video featuring an Alex Siberia Digi-Stamp with some colored pencils, so be on the lookout for that. And if you want to be notified, just go ahead and hit that bell button down below. Thank you so much for stopping by today, and until next time, breathe, ink, inspire.